Our predictions for the 2024 Monaco Grand Prix. This video is sponsored by the wonderful people over at Squarespace, the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Tommy has returned. He's come home from getting that pint of milk that he promised me, and he is now back in the building. Not really, actually. You're still on holiday, but you're actually turning up for this one, which is lovely. Tommy?
I'm on holiday, but when it comes to Monaco, I will not miss it for the world, so that's why I'm here for this one.
And you're not wearing your glasses either, which I feel like you want to, at the top of the show, explain that you literally look -4.
I know, everyone on the watch-alongs have been like, Tommy looks different, and now I actually do look different because my glasses are somewhere else that I cannot get access to at the moment.
Amazing. Well, let's get into our predictions then and start with biggest good surprise. I am locking in Charles Leclerc. Yeah. This prediction's going one way and one way only, fully on the Ferrari hype train, which might seem strange to some of you watching. Red Bull versus McLaren. Ferrari weren't absolutely in the mix for the win round Imola, but this is Monaco. This weekend, it has to happen for Charles Leclerc. Otherwise, he will be very upset. I will be very upset. I've said this from day one of this season. Monaco is Ferrari land. It's going to happen. Charles Leclerc, biggest good surprise. Get it into my veins.
Interesting. Biggest good surprise, I have gone for Yuki Tsunoda. He was very good in Imola, and I'm backing him for a Monaco masterclass.
Yeah, what we
even better. Cheeky little, fastest maybe in Q2 or something, I don't know. I feel like it's a circuit that rewards aggression, so he will be in the wall or he will be very, very quick. I'm hoping for another Yuki masterclass. I'm in full delusion mode this week. Why not?
Wow, a lot of delusion on the predictions so far. I'm surprised you didn't go for Fernando Alonso, mate. He's off a really good last couple of Grand Prix.
The funny thing is, so just to cover off driver ratings, I promise it's not just because Fernando Alonso had a bad race and I refused to do it to give him a bad grade. But the good thing is I didn't actually watch the race live, so I can just pretend it never happened.
For those of you that are wondering, perhaps you haven't seen our post or whatever, there's been no driver ratings on YouTube and on audio. It's because I'm going to Monaco and, for a few days. Tommy's on holiday at the moment and we haven't really been able to cross paths, and then we sort of missed the slot. So we have still posted the graphic with all the grades that we've done, and just make sure that we still have that tally that we can look at the end of the year. But no, if we're going to tell the truth, it was exactly what Tommy denied it, and it was the fact that Fernando Alonso would have scored -4.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring his average down, so I basically had my veto in that I get to sack off the driver
rating. Never knew until now. Let's quickly chat about our sponsor for this video, Squarespace, a place where you can build a website with absolutely no coding knowledge required. What's better too is that you can create one for free and only start paying once you decide to go ahead and publish your website. With Fluid Engine, a next generation website design system from Squarespace, it's never been easier for anyone to unlock unbreakable creativity. What's better yet is that you can continue to improve your website as well with the use of analytics to know what's working and what isn't. So what are you waiting for? Head to squarespace.com/P1 to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using the code P1. Let's go to biggest flop.
Oh God, here we go.
Let me just, because I'm thinking in two minds right now, Tommy. One mind is that if I'm going biggest good surprise Charles Leclerc, it means that Max doesn't win. And can I just preface before we get into my biggest flop, the amount of people that are not understanding that, one, this is just for fun, and two, that biggest flop does not actually mean biggest flop. It doesn't mean the top driver and yes, maybe it was our fault for the way we have literally called it biggest. But then at the same time, biggest good surprise. We've done that many times and we've given points for not the biggest good surprise. Maybe we just need to
change it. A good
surprise to
a flop.
Good surprise and medium flop. Just like
you could just A
floppy.
Instead of biggest. maybe.
A flop. It
would
just
work.
doesn't
A
hit
flop.
the same.
It just doesn't hit the same.
It doesn't hit the
no.
same. You know what I mean? My biggest flop is Oscar Piastri. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. I literally did that on the spot right now. Just looked at the grid and went, you. And I'm sorry, because that is going to anger a lot of McLaren fans. But it's, yeah, I don't know. Vibes, as it always is. And if I get 8 from 8, which it is 8 from 8, Max wasn't a flop in Miami. He didn't win and he'd won everything up until that point. Then you can tell I'm a bit triggered by that. Yeah, let's make it 8 from 8, but sorry, Oscar, in advance. Lots of love. What's yours, Tommy?
Biggest flop, Charles Leclerc. What more do I need to say, really?
What more do I need to get in the bin? What
I basically
more
waited.
do I need?
I waited to be thousands of miles away from you before I went for biggest flop. Charles Leclerc.
I'm looking at Croatia flights as I speak.
I wonder if there is a loophole where you can go biggest good surprise Charles Leclerc, biggest flop Charles Leclerc, because it's only going to be one way or the other. Although we said that last year, and actually he was just kind of a bit okay.
It was very average.
It was very normal. I still think there's something that I do think Ferrari will be good, and that makes pressure. And it'd be interesting to see which way it goes.
Pole position. Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc's getting pole position. Do you remember we were in Monaco Formula E, Tommy? That's what I said, wasn't it? I was like, Ferrari going to win Monaco. And I am absolutely and utterly convinced that is going to happen. So clip this when they finish 5th and 6th. But right now, Ferrari are going to win. And they're going to get pole.
Interesting. I actually, I'm just going to go with it because this is who I put in, so respect the vibes. Pole position, I went for Oscar Piastri, and you've predicted biggest flop, and now I'm questioning everything.
That's why you made a face when I said Oscar Piastri. I thought it was just because you were concerned for my well-being with the McLaren fans coming after me, but no, it was the fact that you think Oscar's getting pole at Monaco.
I did. I just thought, look, that I've had too much sun and I'm in delusion mode, and I think I did listen to the podcast. I think you said something very similar where I can see it going very similar to Imola, where Max doesn't look like he's quickest and then he pulls it out the bag exactly like he did last year in Monaco with that unbelievable final sector. I could see it going that way, but look, we can't always be boring like the glasses version of Tom Bellingham, who
I was gonna say
most of Stafford. So
Tommy with no Oscar. Glasses on is like anything but Max. This is incredible. Yeah. This is a new fan. I love it. Okay, cool. Let's go to our top 3 then. In 3rd position, Max Verstappen. He'll be on the podium, but he's finishing 3rd at Monaco. Yes. Can you feel the confidence coming out of my mouth right now?
That was bold. It's weird because I thought this would be the race of the season where Max might not get it, but actually we've had 2 so far, which I didn't expect to have 2 different winners other than Max. But yeah, Monaco is always that race that is a little bit different. When Mercedes used to dominate, it used to be the one where they didn't dominate. When Max dominated, I guess Perez won that time, didn't he, as well? So
the street track king.
We'll see. Okay, so for 3rd place, I've gone for Lando Norris. I think McLaren will be good around here, hence the Oscar Piastri prediction. Maybe a bit of carnage. I checked the weather, saw it was raining on Friday. No other days, but maybe that'll change. Lando's good around Monaco, similar to Imola in the fact that you can't overtake, so we shall see.
Okay, in 2nd position, I am locking in Carlos Sainz. Yeah, you can see where this is going. This is every single egg that I own in one basket and one basket alone. Fred, you better not mess me over here, son. But Carlos is good around Monaco. He was very quick, and obviously there was that moment when Charles binned it and Carlos was on a lap that was going to potentially get him pole. I remember how angry he was then. Carlos is good around there. Didn't have the greatest Imola weekend, but Monaco, a very different track, and I think Carlos will be right back to it.
My eggs are very much not in one basket because P2 I've gone for Charles Leclerc, despite saying biggest flop. So this is me just trying to, spreading the eggs across because it is going to be one of those where Charles either delivers or is in the wall.
I thought you just said last year he did neither of those and just chilled out. So what are you trying to say here, Tommy?
I think there'll be a lot of pressure on him this year. I think Ferrari will be very good. So that's why I've gone for P2.
And first place at the Monaco Grand Prix goes to Charles Leclerc. He is winning Monaco. It's the greatest time to be alive. We unfortunately won't be live on Twitch, which will be a shame, but we'll know that he's going to win because on Saturday we are live on Twitch, and Saturday is race day in Monaco, so see you there. But yes, Charles Leclerc, P1.
Very nice. Yeah, Saturday is certainly race day, and that's why I've gone for P1. Oscar Piastri to win the Monaco Grand Prix.
Mate, the sun has been beating down on you today. Wow.
I just feel like Monaco, I think this is me just, because the first Monaco race 300 years ago that I watched when I was a little kid was 1996, and only 3 cars finished. It was absolute carnage. And there's just always that part of me that in the back of my head, like, oh, Monaco's chaos, and it throws something different into the mix. And it's probably happened like once in the last 20 years, it feels like. But there's always that voice in the back of my head that's like, Monaco, it's carnage, isn't it? Even though just definitely it isn't nowadays.
Interestingly, you didn't even put Max in your top 3.
No.
Where's Max going? Where's he finishing?
Is he finishing?
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, one crazy prediction then. Mine is... I can't even help but laugh. Charles gets a Grand Chelem.
You really have gone absolutely.
I have gone, every single molecule of me is to Charles Leclerc this weekend. So, yeah, Charles gets the full clean sweep. Thank you very much. Qualifying, pole, fastest lap, and the race win. Thank you very much.
We've actually gone so different with this because you've gone all in on Charles Leclerc, and I'm just like throwing different ideas all over the place. And no less the same again in crazy prediction, because obviously I said that Max wouldn't be in the top 3. Yet my one crazy prediction is there will not be a single crash all weekend.
Someone's binning it. FP1, 5 minutes in. Logie Bear's going flying into turn 1.
Logie will do it just to spite me.
Yeah, he's like, call me a P20 merchant again, Tommy. Boom, there's your point gone down the toilet.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Crash. So even small minor damage with a bump to the wall?
Yeah, maybe like a...
What do you mean, like an actual, like, needing some kind of lifting up kind of vibe?
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
I mean? Like
if the crane comes out. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's go to our 3 crazy predictions from you wonderful lot then. First up, we have P1 Patreon member Heather More or Less. Charles breaks his Monaco curse and wins. Love that. Wow, not just me in the delirium. Love that. P1 Patreon member TVR Driver, Max in the wall. Just at any point? Just
maybe.
Max in the wall just at any point? All right, we'll allow it at any point. And then P1 Patreon member Serbrien, Matt's biggest flop streak finally ends.
Yeah,
I mean, it has to
coming
end
in when
some
Oscar
point.
Piastri wins.
Yeah, well, I mean...
What a way for it to end if Oscar Piastri won the race.
Yeah.
And it just like the ultimate flip.
That really would.
Incredible.
I would happily see Oscar Piastri win and overthrow my biggest flop. I would take that. I would take that on the chin. So okay, cool. So glad to see we've done some really level-headed thinking predictions this week. Tommy's definitely got sunstroke, and I've got Charles stroke. So Tommy, that's a crazy sentence out loud. What's your final thoughts, Tommy?
My final thoughts are congratulations, Max Verstappen, on winning the Monaco Grand Prix.
And that is it. We will see you live on Twitch, as always, for qualifying for the Monaco Grand Prix. We'll also be here with lots of other content. As always, it's the best day. It's the best qualifying of the season, seeing all the drivers on the ragged edge. So come join us there, and we will see you very soon. Great to have you back, Tommy. And
Thank you.
Yeah,
good to be
Monaco,
back.
very soon.
Oh my God, what happened there?
What have you just pressed? Why are there fireworks going off on your screen?
What?
I hope that's actually in the recording.
I'm
What
so
did you press?
I didn't press
That's the most
anything.
bizarre thing I've ever seen.
I just did a double thumbs up and went like that, and the fireworks just went off.